Hi Collective, it's me Sophia with Sacred Wisdom Oracle, and we are going to get tapped in and get into this reading. I just cleansed the space, the sound, and the cards. So I'm going to say a quick prayer and then we're going to get into a few angel numbers. Divine Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, guidance, and truth with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter this space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. Okay, so I wanted to go into a few of the angel numbers that showed up over the last 24 hours, and we have the number 311, which can signify change coming, okay? Then we also have the number 111, which is trust and timing. And there's more definitions. If you feel inclined to go look them up online, you can do that, but I'm just giving you one of the definitions. So trust in the timing that change is coming, okay? That's for 311 and 111. Then for 222, we have new beginnings and good fortune. And then 144, spiritual awakening and enlightment, okay? And then with 12, let's see, 1212 says trust in the timing. So trust in the timing, change is coming, new beginning and fortune. And then with 144, spiritual awakening and enlightenment. So you could be experiencing that at this time. You could be feeling like low energy. You could feel a little bit dizzy. You may want to Google symptoms of ascension, and that may give you some more information, more of a deeper dive into what a spiritual awakening or the symptoms are. You may be even wishing for this to happen at this time. All right, let's go ahead and get into the cards and see what comes out. This is going to be the overall energy. We have I love you. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know as far as the overall energy to start this reading out? This card came out in the pre-shuffle, guys. I didn't go into that, but it was love affair and bad credit came out. So there could be somebody here who now has a bad reputation or bad credit with the public due to a love affair that has surfaced. Information about a love affair. This person could be unemployed or could have lost their job due to this information coming out. Love spell. There could be information about them doing a love spell or doing a love spell on someone in order to have a love affair with them. We have romance in reverse, came out in reverse, and then we have karmic ties. So, and we're of course going to clarify all of these. So this could have been a karmic style relationship that they had with somebody. It could have been done on purpose. Twin flame and running on the split. So somebody could be running from this twin flame now. Now that they found out, maybe this love spell has broken. And on this I love you card, there's a man proposing with a ring in his hand. All right, what else? That was quick. Spiritual. Chaos, ego death, downward spiral, and spiritual awakening. Interesting that that would come out in overall energy after we were just speaking about it. Let's get one more from this deck and then we'll go into the clarification. Goodbye. So somebody is definitely walking away here from this karmic romantic relationship. And we have backstab, but it was in reverse. Spirit saying take it upright. It says pain, cheating, deception, mind games, and love bomb, but we're not going to take it at all because it didn't come out. So let's get into the tarot before we go into the Kipper. Clarify this I love you card that's come out first here in the overall energy. Page of Pentacles. Ambitious, diligent, goal-oriented, loyal, and faithful. Planning. So given this just came out to clarify I love you and there's a proposal on the front of this card, this person could be setting goals to plan this proposal. Oh, it's getting warm in here. Let me shut this door really quick and turn on the AC. If you guys could just give me like 5 seconds. The sun starts popping out and all of a sudden it's hot here in Texas. Okay. All right, Spirit, can we get some information on this bad credit and unemployed? Can we get some clarification on this? Thank you. And we have the World, number 21. Completion of a cycle. Achievement. So yeah, what I'm getting is somebody achieved getting themselves some bad credit, and this could even be you, this cycle of bad credit or being unemployed or having debt could be coming to completion. But it was in reverse. So I'm going to give you both of what I'm getting. So if it's reversed for bad credit debt, this cycle somebody could have been actually trying to give you a bad reputation, get you unemployed, or cause you a cycle of debt, but they were unable to do so. And I'm going to keep it in reverse as it came out here. And we will get more information. OMG, these are falling. Hold on a second. Let me get this one. Thank God I have long legs. I can grab this one with my toes. Maybe. Oh my God. Hold on, you guys. All right, I got it. Okay, because we need to clarify this love spell. I'm getting this could have been an older woman who did some type of love spell. King of Pentacles. This could have been on a King of Pentacles. Yeah, this person could have even been like a father, somebody that was protective, somebody you expected to protect you even. Let me get another card for this because I want some more clarity here. Can we get some more information on this love spell and King of Pentacles, please? So this is Ace of Pentacles and it came out reversed. So they were trying to cause this possible father or this reliable person, somebody that has a lot of money and prosperity and security, stability. They may have been trying to cause this person no new opportunities and mess with their stability. Let's clarify this romantic card, please. Strength. So this romance may have, okay, so I'm getting that there's some romance here or romantic partner here that is a karmic, okay? But the Strength card came out upright, and so I'm really getting that the strength of this romance was able to endure whatever karmic issue that was brought on. It could have even been a love spell that somebody put on somebody, and it could have been to create karmic ties with a romantic relationship here. But I'm getting, Spirit is strongly giving me that this relationship was so strong and is so strong that it was able to endure this this love spell. I mean, and we've got I love you out here. So that was the very first card. So that being said, it really gives me that this is a soulmate relationship that has survived lifetimes. Survived lifetimes. Let's clarify this karmic ties, shall we? Ace of Cups. So this relationship here that this person was trying to attach a love spell to, and it doesn't necessarily always have to be like a love spell as in the sense of, oh, I want to be with this person. They could have done some like witchy shit to create a problem with this loving romantic relationship. Okay, and the strength of this relationship has not only survived lifetimes, but it's survived this love spell or love manipulation of sorts. Okay, and there may even be an awakening coming from this, a spiritual awakening, an intuition of something not being right, some type of emotional feeling of something not being right, and this person may be wanting to speak to you. They may want to tell you this. So if you haven't had contact with this person, that could be coming. Let's clarify spiritual. So this, I'm getting that this person caused a lot of chaos, and I'm getting that they are used to doing this to people to create, they're used to creating issues with and manipulation in relationships. I'm not going to take this because this is a whole group of cards, but they're used to causing this type of karmic negativity or manipulation within a relationship to an Empress, to a divine feminine. And this could have been a Queen of Wands who did this, who was literally determined to do this. Whether they wanted the person or they didn't, they just didn't want you to have the person, if that makes sense. And we cut on Empress and the Sun. So they really wanted to create chaos with your happiness and joy and the success and outcome of this relationship. Clarify, spiritual, please. Okay, so Empress flipped out with the Wheel of Fortune. So, and then behind the Empress was 10 of Wands. So they were trying to cause a lot of burdens and stress for this Empress. This was like, this actually created a positive change versus this created a positive cycle or positive change for this Empress instead of the burden and stress, anxiety, and defeat that they expected or wanted. So I'm going to take all of those, and then what was left was the Sun, and then now the Magician is on the bottom of the deck. So this person was really trying to be resourceful and manifest this for you, Divine Feminine. And I know some readers like will say, oh, it says Divine Feminine, but you know, switch it for, it could be Divine Masculine. I don't read like that, you guys, because that is literally like telling, like, yeah, you could switch and reverse the roles, but why? It came out in the cards as Divine Feminine. So until Divine Masculine comes out, I'm reading it as Divine Feminine. That is just the way I read. And I'm sorry that if you don't like that, but I would literally be manipulating the reading and then telling you to manipulate the reading if I told you to switch it to the Divine Masculine, okay? So I'm just being like 100% with you guys. Like, I don't read like that, and and that's fine if other readers want to read like that. There's absolutely no judgment, and that's the reading that they're willing to give. But I don't like to read like that. I like to give you guys exactly what's on the cards, and that also goes for why I use tarot without the meanings on them. But when I'm doing collective readings, I like to use tarot with the meanings on it, because then I'm not, it's not me putting in my interpretation of it. It's literally giving it to you as Spirit wants you to have it, okay? So if we were to be doing a reading, and let's say it was a private reading, and you wanted me to use the cards that I could put my own interpretation and my own meaning, because there's like 10, 20, 30 meanings sometimes to one particular card. Maybe not 30, I'm being a little exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying, right? So in a collective reading, to be more spot on and not manipulate the reading, this is how I like to do it. So I hope that doesn't it's not a problem for you guys, but I'm just, you know, telling you like it is. Okay, so now we have, and then I just said no judgment, right? So we have, I just literally, you guys, I just said no judgment and like no illusions. And here we have, well, sorry, no illusions. And then basically defending what I was saying. And we have Judgment in reverse and Seven of Wands in reverse. So no judgment, as I just said, and then Seven of Wands in reverse. So I think that's really funny. Come through, Spirit. Spirit has a humorous attitude. All right, let's clarify this goodbye. Saying goodbye to this, person trying to create karmic ties and manipulation into your relationship. We have King of Wands, leadership and visions, bold and daring, big ego, optimism. So you're being asked at this particular time to see what has gone on here and make a change, a daring change to be a leader and say goodbye. Now, I'm not telling you what to do, okay? That's completely 100% up to you. And, you know, you have to take, given this is a collective reading, you have to take what comes out in the cards also as a grain of salt, okay? So let's get one more for this goodbye, please. And then I'm gonna switch to a different deck. What else does the collective need to know about this goodbye card and this vision to see the truth? One more for this, please. Maybe not. All right. Spirit says no more. All right, let's go ahead and get some Kipper here and see who else could be involved in this. Somebody may have been trying to put a stop to some type of journey to speak with this person. And I'm also getting, this could be a close friend of somebody. It doesn't have to be a sexual relationship. It could be a close friend of somebody who was actually trying to create negativity and manipulation into a relationship. It could be a family member, okay? But they could have been creating this manipulation so you did not reconnect. All right, Spirit, let's go ahead and clarify this I love you. Expectation. There could have been an expectation that there was, that that you would reunite. Whether it was an expectation from yourself, the opposite party, or this person who was trying to create manipulation. And the number on there is 28. So you could have been born on the 28th of the month. We have official person, number 22. And we're still on this I love you category. And community. So it could have been somebody within a family unit that actually, I'm not picking up community, I'm picking up literal family. And then we have thoughts at the bottom of the deck. We have number 22, 28, and 39. And then 39 is actually a 12, which breaks down to a 3. So this could be somebody in December or March 22nd through 28th, or 22nd and 28th. This could be your birthday. Thoughts still. Thoughts about privileged lady. Privileged lady lovers. So this privileged lady is part, and that's probably, it could be you, it could be the opposite party here. But yes, this definitely, there's something here about a privileged lady, number 12. So it could be, you could be a December born. Clarify this bad credit, please. Courtship. Number 4. Okay, so I'm getting that somebody here could have been trying to say negative things and give somebody a bad reputation here, so that way they would not be open to a courtship with you or getting back together with you. And this person is in despair, and they could actually be going to court, or there could be some sort of judgment coming down on this here, on them, I should say. And remember, this is all energy. All right, so even though I say person, it could be, you know, it could be technically male or female. But, you know, again, like I was saying earlier in the read, if it comes out as divine feminine or divine masculine, that's exactly what I'm going to read it as. So it's definitely in regards to a lover here. They tried to end a cycle and cause a bad reputation, or they've received some sort of bad reputation for trying to do this. Let's clarify this love spell, please. Clarify this love spell, please, Spirit. Unexpected income. So they could have done this. I'm picking up that this could be a family and that they may have done this for some type of unexpected income. So this could be, it could be a myriad of things. It could be unexpected income that they would have gained from it somehow, whether that be an inheritance or anything relating, which could also go back to being a family member, which we already got here with the community. Message of concern now at the bottom of the deck, number 14. This could have come through on the 14th day of the month, or the 27th or 24th of the month. We have thief. Exactly like I was saying, come through, Spirit. So it could have been somebody within a family unit that wanted this unexpected income, or it was income that they wanted. Let's clarify more of this spell, love spell. We have toil and labor. Number 38, they worked hard on this. They worked hard, and the only thing they gained was becoming a false person. All right, let's clarify this romance and strength. Main female. Number 2, somebody could be born in February or even August with the strength card here, which is number 8. Clarify this karmic ties, please, Spirit. So again, just to recap here, this romantic tie or romance here. I keep saying romantic tie because it says karmic ties next to it. And so that being said, this person tried this relationship which has sustained lifetimes and has been so strong here. You, perhaps the main female here, okay, let me go back. So this romantic relationship that has endured and has had the strength behind it in order to endure lifetimes of manipulation, stress, right? You could either be the main female or the main, I could read it two ways, or the main female here in this reading, right? That has been trying to create all these problems and put negativity and manipulation on your relationship is now going to court. And this could have happened in like February 23rd or something to that effect. And then we have wealthy man here. There could be a wealthy man involved. It just it didn't really flip out, but it was what was left on the table when I picked up the deck. Okay, this is over. It could also be read as, it could also have to do with a death. So there could have been money that you were supposed to get from someone's passing. And now this main female who tried to take it and create problems in your romance, there could have been some type of a clause in this, say, let's say it was an inheritance, okay? So there could have been like a clause in the inheritance that says like, you are to gain something by a certain age, or if you're married or not married or whatever, right? So that could have been put in by this person who passed. And that's if I read it that way. I could also just read it as, it says coffin number 19. It could just be that, it could also be read as you were born on the 19th of the month and they tried to end you somehow or bring an ending to you, okay? Let's clarify this karmic ties and Ace of Cups, please. High honor. So this new relationship here that maybe they were trying to create a problem with, it was a relationship of high honor. Like this was a relationship that was supposed to be, and it's number 25 on the card. And I feel like I'm not talking right today, you guys. Like I'm really not. Like I'm saying it's instead of the. Somebody might talk like that, right? So like I'm saying the number 25 is on the card. I said it's 25. So somebody could talk like that. They could say with instead of to, or to instead of with. You know, like when somebody says, oh, well, are you going to get married to someone, or are you going to get married with someone? Like someone might use those terms interchangeably, and they may speak a little different. And then the card that flipped out here is gift. So I pulled another card here for this column here, high honor and gift. So as I was just stating right before I started pulling these two cards, that somebody here was maybe supposed to have received something here, unexpected income from a person's death, okay? And And it was a gift, and it was supposed to go to you. And instead, they were over here manipulating problems with your romance. They were trying to bring karmic ties into creating problems for you. Let's clarify this spiritual 10 of Wands, trying to create burdens for this Empress, Divine Feminine, and the positive changes that they were trying to make in their life. Clarify this spiritual great fortune. So I'm getting that this great fortune is supposed to be going to a divine feminine here. Number 26. So you could also be born on the 26th of the month, and now this person's getting a message of concern. Number 14. So you could be born between the 14th and the 26th of the month. You could be born in October or March. So we've got 3, 10, 14, and 26. So you could be born March 14th through the 26th, or on the 14th or the 26th. You could be born in October on the 14th through the 26th, or on the 14th or the 26th. Okay. Literally, this just fell out of the bottom of the deck, along with distant horizons. So this was on the bottom of the deck, and it slipped out onto the table. And we now have imprisonment and distant horizons. And this is the message of concern that this person is getting. They could be going to jail now. We've got marriage at the bottom of the deck. I'm not taking that one, but I'm just saying. Okay, let's clarify this goodbye, please. Clarify this goodbye. If there's anything else on this deck. For the collective, sudden wealth. They were trying to say goodbye, or they wanted you to say goodbye so you wouldn't get this sudden wealth. Number 11. Y'all, every time I sit here, I see a weird, like, cast in my hair. It looks weird. Anyway, okay. So you may be getting ready to get a message here about this sudden wealth. But somebody could have been doing some type of manipulation to try to get you to literally walk away from this. All right, let's get some of these. How are we doing on time? All right, Spirit. Okay, so as I just was saying, I didn't even get a chance to ask the question, and this ritual or rite card come out. Ceremony, mystery, magic. So yeah, somebody could have definitely been doing some type of manipulation here. Let's clarify this. I love you. Justice. There will be justice for this. And this is falling right under official person. So there could be an official person coming in that is... we have mask. Somebody, let's see, deception, pretending, inconsistency. So yeah, somebody could have just been really inconsistent here. And this could have been a family member who was wearing a mask, who was maybe not telling you something that you needed to know. You could have been contacting this person, and when you contacted them, they were acting invasive, like they were acting as if they didn't know anything, they didn't understand what was going on, blah, 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 right? They could have even been hanging up on you when you called. There is justice coming in here. Now we have apology. All right, collective, let's move on to this bad credit. Saving. Preservation, collection. Okay, so meanness. Interesting. So this person could have been, oh my God, you guys, I just got a flash of, this person could have been courting. They could have been trying to give you bad credit and courting whoever your person is and saving this unexpected income that's supposed to be coming to you and moving on with your person. Like this could actually be, I hate to read things like this, you guys, because I don't want to plant seeds of negativity or that your family is not to be trusted, but your family could literally not be able to be trusted here. And you could have a family member that could even be perhaps a mother that could have been doing this to you on purpose. They could have also, whether or not they were trying to court your person, they could have, whenever this official person came in to lay down the law on this person and bring you justice, they could have said, well, I was just trying to save this money for this person so that way they didn't spend it, or so that way they had money, I don't know, for whatever, whenever, fill in the blank, okay? Whatever sounds like your situation here. Withdrawal. Okay, so they said that we're saving it and they were preserving it for you, but yet they were withdrawing money out of this perhaps savings account. Then we have alliance. So this could have been a trust. It says trust, honesty, compatibility. This could have literally been a trust. So this could have been a trust account that was left to you that they were withdrawing from, but they were saying they were saving it, right? But they're not saving it if they're withdrawing it. One more card, please, Spirit, for this. What else does the collective need to know about this? Thank you. Gift. This was a gift to you. As I just said, come through, Spirit. Okay, let's move on. Can you clarify this love spell, please? This false person working really hard to take something, this unexpected income. This is shocking, you guys. This is like, wow. Like somebody actually would go to these links. Like, I can't wrap my mind around it. Like, would you not know that you were going to be caught? I mean, come on. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you do something like that? Hold on, I'm just moving these around here. Okay, so collaboration. So somebody actually collaborated here with somebody. This false person collaborated with somebody and worked really hard to take something here. And that says number 45. Self-love, self-concern, self-healing, or independence. This was all because of their own self-concern and wanting independence. And this is why they spoke falsely on your romantic relationship, causing it negativity, bringing in lies. Oh. Triumph. So they they really truly thought that they were going to be victorious here and successful. That's number, let's see, it's number 19 on the card. Clarify this strength, message of concern. Wait, is that what it is? No, sorry. Main female, courthouse, and coffin. Clarify this for the collective, please, Spirit. What else does the collective need to know about this main female going to court in regards to, this could have been a Leo to you guys with the strength card here. This main female could have been a Leo. Clarify this, please, for the collective. What else do they need? This is just an additional card in the deck, but it says Destiny, like instead of Destiny. So this was fated. Whatever they did, they were going to do it whether or not they thought the law was going to get involved or not. And it really truly could have been a Leo here. Sweetheart, pure, unconditional love, beloved. So you could just be complete sweetheart here. And, you know, you may be pure of heart and have unconditional love for people. And this, I would be so hurt, you guys, if this was me. Like, I'm not trying to tell you how to feel, but if this was a main female in your family who did this, this is sick. Protest. So they were protesting something here. They may have even been, okay, so we have, this is protest, inadequacy, sue, or affliction. So you could be being asked right now as a sweetheart to sue this person. We've got courthouse here as well. You could be asked to, maybe you need to do this. And the number on the card is 51 and 21 here with the sweetheart card. Okay. Conflict. So I'm not putting this on the next line here, even though I normally would, but because I didn't ask the question yet, I'm going to put it here. But it says conflict. It's number 30. It says difference, disputation, so disputing, and quarrel. So this protest of this person could be protesting it. They could be protesting this main female that could be a Leo who's gone to court in regards to maybe slandering you in order to get unexpected income from someone's death. They could be protesting this. They could have even been trying to sue for it. I don't know how the law works in that way. I'm obviously not an attorney, but yeah, so this has created a lot of conflict, and I'm actually getting something else here. So I don't know much about these types of things, but I do know that, like, let's say, for instance, this was your mother who was contesting you or protesting you getting this unexpected income, okay? Or this main female, this mother figure perhaps. If they were protesting this and they lost in a court of law, that would mean that you would be awarded the inheritance that you were supposed to get, this unexpected income due to somebody's death. That would mean that you were supposed to receive it. You do receive it, and now you find out it was your mother, and you walk away and you never talk to that person again. So let's just say that if this person had anything to benefit off of or gain from, like if they hadn't done this protest in court, they would maybe be able to somehow reap rewards off of this, of you receiving this money. Now, if now that they did this, right, and you're going to find out about it and then now receive this, they could now not be able to reap any rewards from anything, right? So let's just say you're a really kind, caring person and you're generous, right? And let's say that your parent did this, your mother, let's say, did this to you. And you would have taken care of your mother. Let's say you're older and your mother's older, right? Older, like 75 or something. You could literally have received this money and then been able to help take care of your mother in whatever way she may have needed, However, now that she's protested this BS in court in order to take this from you, when you find out about this and you receive it, you're not going to want to help your parent out, because you're going to realize how scandalous and treacherous this person really is, and that they don't really have your best interest in heart. They were only doing this for themselves. And now if they pretended or used the pretense of saving this fortune for you, right? And they were withdrawing it, and they withdrew any money from it, they may now, if they're older and let's say retired, have to go get a job. Like, let's say they're retired. They would have to go get a job in order to now pay back, because the court's going to know. The court is going to know that this money in the savings account, once they compare it to the will, a probate attorney can get involved, right? And once they compare it to the will and say, oh, well, you were left, let's just use a round number, $100,000, right? And they took out $50,000 over, let's say, maybe 10, 15 years. Let's say that they took that money out. Now they would be obligated to have to go get a job, and all that money would then have to go to you. So their golden years where they would be able to just relax, right? And even, go on vacation or hang out with, let's say, the child, your child, you're the child, adult child. They would be able to reap whatever rewards from you being generous with them, right? Now that you know what kind of BS that they've done and caused and brought you, now you're not going to be inclined to give them any kind of special favor here, right? So now they could be like irate that they would have to now go get a job, which it's extremely difficult. I'm in my 40s, you guys, and I have friends that are trying to get jobs right now, and I have my own businesses. So for me, it's not been an issue, but I have friends that are telling me, like, listen, like, it is so difficult to get a job in my 40s. And that being said, imagine how it would be to be in your 70s, like 5 years away from being 80 and needing to go find a job. It would be like probably literally impossible. So I'm just saying, like, this person, whatever they did, they clearly did not think things through to the end and how it could be detrimental to their life. And it's really narcissistic of somebody to actually think that they have this. It was a slam dunk, if that makes sense. Natural disaster at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, let's clarify this romance, this gift and high honor. It says fright, depression, phobia, or paranoid. So now this person that tried to create karmic ties in your relationship, try to take your high honor in whatever gift you were supposed to be given. And they are depressed and they are paranoid. And you could have been knowing something was going on here, and you might have even tried to confront them or ask them, like, what's going on. And they could have even said to you, why are you so paranoid? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong? Do you have something wrong with your mental state? Why are you so paranoid? And they could have just started attacking you, your emotional well-being. I mean, this is sick. That's just sick. And the number on the card is 62. This person could be older and they could have been doing this since they were 62, or they could be 62. Or you could be. Loneliness, disappointment, and isolation. It says dullness, but I don't think that applies. So now this person, like I was just stating, right? Come through, Spirit. I was just saying that this person could be disappointed, and now they're going to be lonely. I mean, all right, Spirit, what else does the collective need to know here about this gift and being in high honor? What do they need to know either about the person or about the situation? It's a nightmare, y'all. It is a nightmare. Complete and utter nightmare. It says suffering, darkness, persecution. And we just had, or we have in the next column, they've got a message of concern about a great fortune and imprisonment in the distant horizons. All right, Spirit, let's clarify that. Clarify this imprisonment, this message about imprisonment in the distant horizons. We have daydreaming, optimism, illusion, delirious. This person could be losing their ever-loving mind because of this, okay? Like they could be literally delusional. They could even be getting imprisoned due to this, and it could be a mental prison, because this is not the storyline that I'm explaining here is really not that of one that is, yes, it's criminal in nature, but it's almost as if you have to be effing crazy to do something like this. Like I said, you're I don't know, there's a saying, cutting off your nose to spite your face, or I don't remember how it goes. I've heard it a long ass time ago. But anyway, that being said, this person could be like delirious, and they could be trying to say, well, I don't want to go to prison, I would rather go to a mental institute. To each their own. I wouldn't want to go to either. However, I wouldn't even want to go to, like, I don't know if jail or a mental prison would be better. I don't know. I've never been faced with that situation, and I don't think I ever will be, given I don't break the law. I would never do something so, like I said, treacherous to anyone. Like, this is just wild. Okay, let's clarify. Let's get some more clarity for this. Okay, Spirit, can you give us another card here about this distant horizons? We have third wheel, enemy, distrust, flirtatious. So again, this person could have also been, like, I hate to say this, you guys, and I'm really not going to touch on that too much, but they could have been flirting. They could have been flirting with your person. They could have been a third wheel in your relationship that actually created and caused these problems for you and your romance, okay? Causing manipulation. They could have been simply been like saying, like, you know, insinuating things to you that would cause doubt about your partner. And if your partner was a part of your family and your family had any way to connect with them, they could have been doing the same to your partner, right? They could have been saying things that would create distance or create some type of doubt in your relationship. And this is saying distrust, enemy. So you want to, this person is not to be trusted. They are truly your enemy. And it's really sad to think that this could be someone's mother, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. You know, it's rare, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. All right, Spirit, let's go on and clarify the sudden wealth and this thing coming to an end. Okay, they're not coming out. Can you please flip it out for me, please? All right, we'll take this. It says calm, inner peace, simplicity, meditation. So you are going, this is coming to an end for you, collective, and you are going to get the sudden wealth that you deserve, and you're going to be able to stay calm and meditate and be zen and be happy. All right, this sudden wealth is going to bring you a lot. Once this is over and this wraps up, this is going to bring you a lot of inner peace and even strength. I'm getting that you have overcome almost the inevitable. Like you have the inner strength of a saint. Can we get some more clarification, please, for this sudden wealth? Libation, denotion, pray, religion. So again, this strength could have come from prayer or your religious beliefs. We have inducement, persuasion, bribe, temptation. Somebody could have, okay, so I didn't take this definition on this card. It says libation, donation, pray, or religion. I just told you guys pray and religion, but I didn't tell you guys denotion, okay? But let me say, I didn't say denotion, like some type of donation, I guess is what it's supposed to say. Donation, I guess is what it says. My bad. Anyway, so I didn't take it. Spirit was like, no, you need to take it. And this card, inducement, comes out. Persuasion, bribe, temptation. So somebody could have actually tried to bribe somebody here, or instead of, and persuade them to do something here in regards to this. And instead of like saying, oh, here's some money, I'm paying you to do XYZ, or I'm bribing you. They said, here, let me donate to you. Do you have a Cashapp or whatever it is? Like, let me donate this to you instead. So that way it didn't look like a bribe. People are sick. And we have adventure here on the bottom of the deck. Explore, passion, travel. So this person was exploring what they could do, how they could donate or persuade someone to do something. Let's get one more card. Where are we at for time? Okay. One more for this column, please. Friendship. So they were doing this to friends, whether it be their friends or your friends. Team, connection, network. So they were networking with people to do this. And Spirit's telling me that people did actually take a bribe. We have stubbornness, mulish attitude, arrogance, it was all about them. All about them, their arrogant attitude. Again, thinking that they were so narcissistic in mind that they thought that they were going to be able to do this. Sorry, you guys, I'm trying to get the camera straight. All right. Let's clarify, or actually let's not clarify. Let's get some, what is it that Spirit would like, how can I rephrase this? What is it that this energy would like to say to the collective about this situation? What is it that they would like to say to the collective about this? What is it that this energy, this person would like to say to the collective? Here, these cards are a little bit, hold on. Chaos. It's not my fault. I'm a magnet for trouble. Chaos follows me wherever I go. So they're not owning up to what they did, okay? We have future career. I'm concentrating on my career and focused on advancing no matter what it takes. I'm thinking ahead and wondering what our relationship will be like in the future. So again, I'm clarifying, or I'm not actually asking for clarification, but we're under the column here of this person saving and withdrawing from this account, this money that was supposed to go to you, okay? And now, as I was saying, that they're going to have to probably get a new job, career comes out. They're concentrating on their career and focusing on advancing no matter what it takes. So this is maybe what they're telling the courts. And then we have future. I'm thinking ahead and wondering what our relationship will be like in the future. What I was just saying. So I was just talking about how this person now is going to be in a situation where you're not going to want anything to do with them because you know how treacherous they really are at heart, right? And in the future, you're not going to want anything to do with them, right? I mean, rightfully so. And they're actually thinking ahead now, as the card says. I'm thinking ahead and wondering what our relationship will be like in the future. So whereas this person did not think about the future, they didn't think ahead at this at all. They thought about the right now, the money that they spent, and then protesting it. And now they're actually thinking ahead about what your relationship will be like in the future. Yeah, this person needs to be in a mental prison. This is sick. Uncertain. My intentions are not yet clear. I'm still trying to figure you out. Okay, so again, this person is not trying to figure themselves out. They're not trying to figure out what the F they did to you. They're trying to figure you out, and if you are going to want a relationship with them in the future. Come through, Spirit. All right, let's get some more information. What is it that they want to tell the collective here after they've done all this bullshit, drug you through court, whether it was knowingly or unknowingly? You may not even be aware that this happened. Can we get some more? Okay. We have 3 here. Past, sage advice, and perspective. So now it says, wow. This person could literally be coming in and wanting to offer you sage advice about the past and give you their unique perspective on things. So this person is just not taking responsibility. So it says, sage advice. I've been thinking about your situation and I'd like to offer a fresh perspective. Do not trust this person, okay? And it says, past. I still haven't gotten over what occurred in the past. Well, yeah, I wouldn't either if I did that. Like, you're gonna go to jail, person, lady, whoever. Perspective. I'd appreciate your unique perspective on a situation. I value your opinion. These are things that could be being said to you or not. They could just be thinking them or thinking about what they're going to say to you, okay? Let's get a few more here. And I'm over here laughing like in this card, entertainment comes out. As I'm not laughing as if this is entertainment, but it is amusing. It says, I find your life amusing and your stories comical. Spirit, come through. Okay, and then we have health and secret. And you could be having health issues. This person may be having health issues. These could be secret health issues that either you or they don't want you to know. But it says, secret. There is something huge I'm dying to share with you. And then it says, health. I'm going to be a part of your health and wellness journey. So this person may find, you may find this person's intentions unclear at this time. And this person could be thinking ahead about what they're going to say to you or what they're going to do in order to try to be a part of this new beginning that you have with this sudden wealth, okay? And they could be like trying to say, well, I'm going to be a part of your health and wellness journey. Like this could even be the sudden wealth that's coming in and they want to be a part of this new journey. Okay, this wellness journey that you're going to be working on, staying calm, meditating. Can we get 1 or 2 more, please, Spirit? And then we're going to move on to imposter. I'm not who you think I am. That says it all. Okay, let's get a couple zodiac signs here to see who this could be involved in this situation. Oh, Alexa off. Alexa off. Sorry, guys. Did I say Alexa? I don't think so. All right, Spirit. What signs are involved in this reading that we have here on the table? Taurus, April 20th through May 20th. Libra, September 23rd, October 22nd. Okay, so you guys, when I do signs here, I have to make it abundantly clear of something here, okay? So when I'm pulling these signs, and you have to remember that someone's sun sign, which is the month that they were born, does not necessarily mean these cards I pulled do not necessarily mean it's a person's sun sign. We have a sun, moon, rising sign. So this Taurus that's coming out here, it could be sun sign. It could be their rising sign. It could be their moon, okay? Same with Libra. They could be Libra rising, okay? It could have a Libra moon, or it could be, they could be a Libra sun. I'm not taking these because this is a chart that goes, these are chart cards that go in here that aren't applicable to this. We have Libra again. So Libra, September 23rd through October 22nd, and we have a heavy Libra. So I'm picking up that there could be a Libra here, and they could be a Libra rising or a Libra sun. And I'm also getting that this could be Libra in the sense in tarot is the Justice card, okay? So this could, the Justice, you know, the scales are being balanced here. Justice is coming in. Now we have Leo, okay? So again, sun, moon, rising. Leo, July 23rd through October 22nd, if it's their sun sign. Again, another chart card. I think there's like 4 or 5 in here. What other signs are involved in this, Spirit? Leo, again. So we have a heavy Leo, heavy Libra. So this could literally be a Leo with a Libra rising and Taurus somewhere in the chart. But this person seems very ungrounded, and I don't think that they have much earth in their chart. Could be a Taurus that is involved somewhere. Sun, moon, or rising. A Gemini. Gemini is May 21st through June 20th. A Cancer, June 21st through July 22nd. Pisces, you, and all these signs that I'm saying here, guys, also, please understand that these could be your signs as well. So you could be a Taurus, and it could be a Libra that's involved, right? You could be a Gemini, and a Taurus, a Leo, and Libra and Cancer are involved. You could be a Pisces, okay? So, you know, in this sense, you can flip and switch the signs to where they make sense into your situation, okay? Any other signs? This is gonna be the last one, Capricorn. Spirit's telling me to take one more after this. Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. I don't know if I said. Pisces is February 19th to March 20th. And then Cancer. Cancer is June 20th through July 22nd. I don't remember if I said those. One more. Spirit said one more. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is November 22nd to December 21st. Remember, it could be sun, moon, or rising. There's other signs too, like Venus, that are in your chart. So I always recommend you guys should know your chart signs. Let's go ahead and let's get some positive words to close out this reading. All right, Spirit. Let's give the collective some final words of encouragement and positivity here so we can end on a positive note. What does the collective need to hear? Authenticity. Be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. All right? Remember, we were not born in a cookie cutter sense. All right? We are not cookie cutter in the sense people. Like, we all have arms, legs, and heads, but we are not all the same. We are all different. We all have our own personality. We all have our own ways of expressing, our own unique ways of expressing ourselves, okay? And being in your authentic self is going to set you up for success. What else does the collective need to know? Reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup. And this card says, listen. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. So it may be time for you to reassess your authenticity. Okay? It may be time for you to reassess someone else's authenticity, the person who's involved in this. What else does thank you. Be present. You are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life more fully. So listen up. It's time to reassess either your or someone else's authenticity. Be present. Don't let this situation keep you ungrounded. Soar. You are being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out. Of the shadows, there's a typo here. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. Yeah. These cards are amazing. One more, please, for the collective before we close out. Reward and recognition. Congratulations. Your hard work will soon pay off and take you in a direction of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts and your own power. So you are going to come into your power by reassessing your authenticity and perhaps your ungrounded feeling at this time. Soar high by not dimming your own light, and reward and recognition will come through and soon pay off and take you in the direction of your dreams. And the last card here on the bottom of the deck says, connect to intuition. Repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice in this situation. Break free from your old ways of thinking and ask for new insight. All right? Okay, collective, thank you. This has been your reading. Please do like, share, comment. Let me know if this resonates for you. Please do like and share and subscribe. This is a brand new channel and I would love to continue doing daily readings for you guys. So if you could just do that, it's free to subscribe. It really helps the channel out and I appreciate and love you guys. All right, see you next time. Bye.